Mm-hmm.
So my question to Q is, when does it become their choice?
Bro, it's not your turn, bro.
Everybody else went here.
No, I was trying to get AFR in. Go ahead, AFR, and then Q can answer your question. Then we will be going on to the next topic.
Please.
But that was a good question. That was a good question, Ro. Regardless, you, okay. Here, Q.
Mm-hmm.
It's people always rest on it like we gotta reach one, teach one, we gotta educate. Some of these people, and reason why that brother was talking about we need to cut the fat, quote unquote, get rid of people and stuff, because at the end of the day, the very people that you profess to love, that you want to quote unquote help, will drag you out of your car, shoot your child, and
Mm-hmm.
burn down the store in your own community. Okay, they'll do
Fucked
it.
up.
Okay, that's the thing about it, is they will do it. Okay, the St. Floyd riots prove that they don't care if they have an inkling to do something. That's it. They don't care about your blackness. They don't care about your black wealth. They don't care about your black family. They care. Remember, their priority is them and theirs and what they feel at the moment, because they've been programmed to be dangerous to all of us. So
Mm-hmm.
we need to be very careful about who we actually want to help. There's some people that are beyond help that have your skin color, and we have to admit that. We don't like to say it. We kind of tiptoe around it, but we don't actually talk about how we are going to separate ourselves, from not separate ourselves, but the folks that we want to help, identify them, put them over here, help them, and the other folks, leave them alone or leave them to their own devices, because they're going to do that anyway. And Q, I think you think we can save more people than we actually can, and we can't.
Who are you to say
It's
that?
sad that you feel that way, though. Yeah, I do.
It is. It's pathetic. Who are you to say that? Who are
I
you to
do.
identify
I do.
who can't be helped?
Yeah,
That-
I don't think there's a large number of people. I just think the approach has to change, and that's kind of
So
what
how
I'm.
many activists and people that go and do good things in the neighborhood have actually gotten taken out and deleted?
Man.
Tell me.
I rest my case.
No, don't rest your case. Tell me.
Yeah, say it.
What do you? Y'all know who you?
No,
Everybody.
tell me.
Really?
It happens all the time, all over the country, or
Well, then
whatever.
say
And the thing
your
about it
name
is,
off a number.
we already don't have enough brothers and sisters even going in on those endeavors in the first place that want to quote unquote help. Every one of those people that get deleted by our own people is a huge loss. A huge loss. So, what you're saying is like, oh, it happens. It happens. Yeah, it happens. Why do you think more people aren't doing it? And plus, also, I can't quantify that, but we all know that's why most people don't do it. And also, on top of that, there's a reason why we have, and just a quick caveat, and I'm gonna land the plane. There's a reason why we have Arabs, Asians, and everybody else and their mama with corner stores and businesses. Mostly, I mean, it's changing now. Some people are actually trying to buy the block, but mostly we still have these other races running our stuff, because we know what Negroes are gonna do to our stuff. They're gonna come in asking for discounts or whatever, because black businesses that do the most are by white businesses. A lot of them are by white businesses or restaurants. But if you go right in the heart of the hood saying, I'm opening up shop, they'll destroy it, because it's all about them. The priority is not the neighborhood or the community to make it better. It's them. So y'all can come with these, there's our people. They'll destroy us. Remember how we ended up in Brazil and here? By our own people, or helped by them, not all their fault. But anyway, sorry, I'm rambling.
Again, I'm sad that you feel that way. Yeah. To answer Rose's question, I think knowledge of self and being educated with regards to the things that are going on around you is important as it relates to choice, because outside of that, you're like a child having a choice. And who giving their kids choices? So you said when do they get a choice? When they have enough education and knowledge of self.
What about?
I just think a lot of people aren't
Some
there.
people never get that, though. Some adults never get that.
Right. So again, to America First point, those would be the people that are left out. I don't think that's a large number, but those would be the people that are left out.
What about Nipsey Hussle? He tried to do a lot of good, and you see what happened to him, right?
Yeah, y'all say all that, but it's like, again, y'all sit there and listen to all this shit on the news and watch the dummy box and be like, oh, so it's black people. Y'all don't know what the fuck is really going on.
Okay,
Like, you can't believe all that
community, you need to stop with these conspiracy theories. This is the stuff that kills us. No, unless you actually saw a white man, dropping off box of drugs and guns in the hood, you need to stop with this stuff, man. We are doing this to ourselves. We're going to Poppy and we're going to these people and getting these products and bringing it to our neighborhoods. They're not holding Negroes down and making them do it.
I can tell you how you're off. Because most black people ain't on the conspiracy theory wave. So why the fuck are we so fucked up? If that's what everybody thinks and that's what's fucking us up. It's the problem that people don't open.
Say that. I said that's your mindset, and too many people have your mindset. Actually, they see their decision making to a political party. Q.
They have your mindset. Look at this fucking panel right now. Most people.
If they have my mindset, my neighborhood wouldn't be looking like y'all's.
Most people have your mindset.
So let me ask this.
I don't, for instance.
You know that's a lie.
I'm not saying all conspiracy theories are valid, but I'm saying there's some real shit happening that y'all really sleeping on.
So let me ask this, Q. And I understand your point of, we all have our own trauma and getting to the root of things, right? But what about when that begins to affect other people? When these situations happens, and I always use this extreme case and scenario, but let's say there's a school shooting, right? Does it not piss you off when we sit back there and after all these kids or people have been murdered, when they're like, oh, well, let's see what their home life was like? Like, does that not...
For white people?
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
Okay, so there was
for race matters.
Okay, so when there's a shooting, I think there was like whatever the last holiday we had, there was like a mass shooting somewhere. And it was someone black, right? Do we sit there when all of those people died? Do you have the empathy and capacity to sit back and be like, well, because they went through this, that's why they came and they shot up a parade?
In a sense, because you know what? I don't know if Ms. Nate will attest to this. In a sense. No, I ain't fucking cap.
I'm just asking.
No, fuck you.
Not the cap.
Fuck you. Because you know what? I was one of the main people, even when it came to the R. Kelly thing, and y'all could run the tape back, that said I'm not canceling shit. Right? And part of the reason for that was being able to go back and empathize with his childhood story to an extent. I've always been that person. So I don't, that's what I'm saying.
But does that justify it though?
It doesn't justify it.
Does that justify it though?
No, it doesn't. If you run the tape back, Corn, it'll say that I understand that there's a reason for everything, but there's not an excuse, right? So once we get to that reason, we're not excusing niggas shooting up in their hoods and killing other people, right? But we have a reason to start with to be able to begin that shout out to Ms. Nate, that healing journey that gets people to where the fuck they need to be.
Because you gotta go back before you can go forward. You gotta go to the trauma and figure out where the trauma came from.
With your little funky ass button, fuck that. That's me.
But when people are already dead and harmed, is it not too late then?
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Yeah.
Say that again?
I said, but when people have already been harmed or killed, is it not then too late then?
It's not. I mean, you look at the Central Park story.
5.
And the Central Park 5. That's what they're And the guy who ended up coming with his testimony to free Corey Wise, it's like, he did a heinous crime, but that's honorable that he came forth with a changed heart after all that time, after doing all that fucked up shit. Everybody sees that type of shit differently.
You saying the guy who did the killing?
Yeah, the guy who actually did
the killing.
That doesn't address what Alex said, though. Alex said the people are still dead.
Right. And so in that situation, a lot of people were dead by his hands. And to be like, well, fuck that. They're already dead. Fuck him. Fuck this. Fuck that. No, he came back and redeemed himself in an honorable way. And those guys were exonerated.
I think you're flawed in thinking is you think that you want to try to be empathetic to everybody. The truth is some things are heinous and they need to be dealt with accordingly. There's nothing to understand.
Well, again, that's your position though.
I don't care what Jeffrey Dahmer went through. You don't do that. You don't do that type of shit to people.
I'm not saying there won't be a situation that I don't feel that way about, but as of right now, today, in this second, I feel how I feel, and that's the position that I stand on. There is a reason for everything. And we be so quick to
And
throw
a
our
lot of
feelings
people are
fuck
using
away.
facts, Q. You're using your feelings.
And that's fine, right? But I'm standing on it though.
Yeah,
If
but
that's
you
the case,
standing on it.
if that's the case, I'm standing on it.
But yeah, Q, standing on it is good, but that's it's not the value comes when you can hear a point and maybe change your position. It doesn't come a point because you stern and can stand on something that's flawed. That doesn't make sense.
I'm standing on it.
You gotta be
I'm not
able to
saying that
hear
makes it a
things.
point. I'm just saying that's what I feel and that's what I believe.
I know, but
I'm
consider
answering
are you
Alex's question.
yeah, but are you considering what's being said?
Not at all.
Well, that's the problem, right?
Okay.
Because you can't learn.
That'll be that.
You know what
That'll
Albert
be that.
Einstein said?
I feel like I'll change
once
more
you stop
lives.
learning, you start dying.
I feel like I'll change and impact more lives for the better in the way that I'm feeling, in the way that I think. And so I have to believe that, right? Because that's the only way I'll actually make change. I can't just do it flip-flopping and doing
No,
whatever everybody else says.
you won't change more lives because you giving them excuses.
No, I'm not.
So you're gonna say,
No.
well, how did the
If
drug?
you heard anything
If you
that I
tell the
said,
drug dealer, if
for
you tell,
everything,
just
there's
use
not
this
an
example. If
Are
you
you fucking
use if you
slow?
use this point,
I said that.
if you use this point, what'd you say?
There's a reason for everything. There's not an excuse. I said that.
No, I thought you said something. No.
Yeah, I did say something because it's like you're not listening.
Yeah, well, I'm just don't. So what I'm saying is, if you tell the drug dealer that you didn't bring these drugs here, so it's not totally your fault. People hear only that is. Listen. People only hear that it's not totally their fault. They don't learn. People hear what they want to hear. You have to hold people more accountable if you want to effectuate real change. But see, you don't really do a lot in the community. And I can tell because you're not dealing with these people on a daily basis to see what does and doesn't work. When you actually out there with the kids and actually doing stuff, right? And actually cleaning up the block for real, then you understand that what you saying is not very impactful in real life.
Okay.
Real shit.
Okay. You stand on what you stand on. I stand on what I stand on.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. Hit all the links in the description. Definitely, you know what I mean? Hit that like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Become a member. Shout out to Mike Brown for sending out all the free memberships. That shit is dope.
Shit like that.
AFR, did you get one?
I think he tried, but it didn't work. I don't know, but I'll get a membership from you anyway, so it's all good.
You should.
Sway with the. Can y'all see this?
Yes, we can see it.
Sway producer with the $2 super chat. Q, you a part of the problem. Leeching, cut them out.
I ain't canceling shit. I love my people. Fuck y'all.
Omega Green with the $2 super chat. Criminals thrive.
They'll cancel you.
That's fine.
Criminals thrive on this type of idea. Omega Green with the $2 super chat. Criminals thrive on this type of ideology.
Okay, Omega.